Boys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, guys, we're gonna be doing this a little bit different. We're gonna be doing it in a vlog style video. Now, today we're gonna be going over the 3 bad habits that are self-sabotaging your own self-confidence. We're gonna be going over some things that you may not even realize that you're doing, bro, that's absolutely destroying your self-confidence. Now, boys, if you are new to the channel, welcome. We talk about style, fitness, and grooming on this channel. So today's video is gonna be kind of interesting because we're gonna be going over exactly why you need to stop thinking the way you're thinking and that you can think the way that a confident man thinks. A lot of the times, I know it can become very difficult. Get outside your comfort zone a lot and really face your own fears. And self-confidence kind of just comes down to being afraid of something that you're not confident in. Now, I know for myself, guys, honestly, I wasn't the most confident guy in my early 20s, in my late. Like, I was always pretty much like the last guy to get my first kiss with it. I was the last guy to start going to the gym, working out, looking after yourself. So it comes with trial and error. Getting confident comes with trial and error on a day-to-day basis. You have to practice this stuff. You do not wake up every day and just like feel the most confident because it's all up to you, right? You can't play the blame game and kind of just blame yourself. You got to kind of take accountability and really look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, what can I start doing to make myself not feel like this? So boys, point number 1 here that we're going to discuss that's ruining your confidence is that you talk shit. Now, what do I mean that you talk shit? You kind of talk shit about other guys maybe that, are maybe more successful than you, that maybe get more girls than you, that are more jacked than you in the gym, that have more of a successful job. But at the end of the day, you cannot talk shit about other people. It's only gonna ruin your own confidence. Now, from my own experience, guys, I'll give you guys a little bit of background, is that when I was a lot younger, I didn't really have the best confidence to go up to a girl or speak to them or even get to the gym. As a guy, maybe you start talking shit about a guy that's doing a lot better than you with girls. He's more confident, he's getting more dates, he's better in the gym. But at the end of the day, if you start doing that, you're only just gonna start bringing more negative thoughts into your brain. All right, so I'm just heading out, but I want to show you guys my new favorite cologne, Givenchy Main Society. Yo, this smells so good. Like, I'm getting tons of compliments on it. It's like so nice. I'm just on my way right now to grab a rig for my car. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, but I want to be able to put this camera in the car so I can vlog a bit easier with you guys on the camera, not be holding it. So don't hold your camera while you drive. I'm just doing this right now. I got one hand on the wheel. I'm watching the road, so don't worry. But anyways, on to this next conversation about talking shit about others, right? I want you to start looking at it. If you're kind of like envious of someone, you see someone that's very successful, very confident with themselves, I want you to start learning from them. Take it as a learning process. Don't be judgmental. Don't talk shit about them because that's only just going to belittle yourself at the end of the day. You want to surround yourself with people that are better than you, that are more successful than you. So don't get mad at yourself sometimes that maybe you're not as in good shape as someone else, or you're not getting as many dates as someone. This all comes down to trial and error. It comes down to practicing. Like, for example, I know for myself, I see it a lot in like my comments on my YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok, like, oh, who the heck would listen to this guy? What's he talking about? And I kind of just take it and kind of just sit there, and that person's clearly lacking some sort of confidence, insecurity with themselves. That's why they have to put someone else down. So when you ever feel yourself doing that, and I do it too, guys. Like, I'm guilty of this as well. Like, sometimes, I'll check out another guy's page and be like, oh wow, like this he's been on there longer than me, but he's got an editor and he's been doing it more. And like, I always come up with excuses. Instead, I try and sit back, I rethink, I reprocess my brain, and I kind of just sit there and I kind of learn from that guy and say, hey, like, what's he doing to be better? Why is he so good at this, right? And I start to just learn from that person. Oh, okay, so I just got back in from Henry's. Yo, it's raining like bad. Like, it's raining so bad right now. I'm so lucky I got those drone shots earlier, but just got back. Every time I go into these places, I really get excited. And anyways, I got a new vlogging camera, the Sony ZV-1 here. It's pretty much, a very miniature camera of like what I already have. So it's gonna work really nicely. It's gonna be a lot easier to just, maneuver around, hold. Also ordered myself a new mic, and I'll show you guys that in another video. But anyways, so moving on to the next point here is seeking validation from others. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background here. When I first started doing social media, guys, I promise you, I did not ask anybody for their opinion on my videos, my pictures, my outfits. Hey, should I do this photo like this? Should I make this video like that? I don't think I was doing it on purpose, man. Like, I think I was just so like interested in what I was doing. I was so passionate about what I was doing that I did not care what other people thought. I didn't need to get validation from others and get a response back from others. And I'm going to tell you why this is very important. You do not want to seek validation from others. Now, when you don't do this, okay, you start to develop develop a lot more confidence because you're just putting yourself out there, whatever you're doing. When you don't need to ask people for reassurance on stuff, you're gonna start to learn and fail and learn and fail and grow. Now, when you start reaching out to people, asking for their opinion too much, you start to, not take risks for yourself. You start to have self-judgment about what you're actually trying to achieve. Now, this can do with anything in your life from, your work to relationships to being in the gym. If you keep asking people, hey, should I send this resume in? Should I go for this job interview? Should I do this? Should I do that? At the end of the day, guys, you're not going to be able to make your own decision. You will not be able to find what truly makes you happy. Now, for myself and my work, I could have definitely asked a lot of people about what I was doing, how I was posting it, what kind of outfits I was going to post. But for myself, I just truly didn't care. And I honestly think that's the reason why I am where I am today, is because I did not care about asking people. I knew that I would learn from my own self-failure if it was going to work or not. Oh my gosh. I was out all day and all I really ate today was a steak with some vegetables, and I thought my new protein powder was gonna come, but I actually didn't, so I'm just having this chocolate caramel protein bar, so good. So had a really good day today. Picked up that new camera. I'm really excited to just kind of like set it up right now. But let's get into the next point here, boys. All right, is comparing yourself to others. When you compare yourself to others, it will greatly impact your own personal confidence. Bro, when you continue to compare yourself to others, it's a very negative thing, right? Like, you don't know where that person's been or what that person's already been through. You don't know how much experience they've had already, or how long they've been doing that certain thing for. For example, you look at somebody in the gym that's in really good shape and you kind of compare yourself to that person, like, oh, like, why don't I look like that yet? Or, why aren't I seeing the results? Why aren't I that strong? Well, you don't know that that guy hasn't been working out already for like 10 years. And boys, I'm completely guilty of this as well. For what I do in my industry, especially, I'm constantly comparing myself to other influencers. I have to keep always reflecting back to my own personal thoughts and say, hey, you know what? Maybe that guy started before me. Maybe that guy has been doing this a lot longer than me. So you have to, at the end of the day, you have to just remember that everyone has their own unique journey and strength. Everyone is on their own path, meaning that everyone has their own certain time to achieve what they want to achieve. Maybe yours is going to take 5 years. Maybe someone else is going to take 1 week. You have to have gratitude for your own personal success and celebrate those little successes instead of comparing yourself to other people. Now, I don't want to confuse comparing yourself to other people and getting inspired or motivated by other people, because we could look at somebody and be like, wow, I really hope one day I'm like that guy there in the gym. I really hope one day I can press 100-pound dumbbells. I really hope one day I can go out with that girl one day, but it's all about having that patience, all about having that own personal reflecting time to just know that sometimes things take a little bit longer than others. I honestly don't know why, boys, but sometimes like I'll reapply my deodorant during the day. I just feel like sometimes it just doesn't stick the whole time. So like I'll just do like a quick like 1-2 on myself like during the day, just so I don't like, smell like BO all day. But boys, at the end of the day, it's just about, being patient with yourself, letting yourself really trust the process. Especially in today's day, we want instant gratification with things. So if we go to the gym for a week, we expect results within 1 week. But what you don't know is that when you go to the gym every single day or 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever your workout routine is, you're building up the discipline, the consistency, and you're keeping up the momentum throughout the week. So I really love using working out as an example for not comparing yourself to others, because you have to learn to have the delayed gratification, meaning you need to start trusting the process of what you're doing, sticking to your gut feeling about what you're doing, and stop comparing yourself to other people that may have a different journey or destination. Because boys, you have to understand, everyone has their own time for certain successes, and your time will come. You just have to learn to be patient with yourself. I know this sounds really corny and it's like very easy to just talk about and say, but I promise you, I've been there, guys. I've been there at the bottom of my business. I've been there at the bottom of my social media. I remember the feeling of being at 5,000 followers on Instagram and looking at guys with 1 million followers on Instagram saying, I want to get there, I want to get there, I want to get there, I want to get there. But eventually, if you keep putting in the day-to-day work, winning the small battles in your head, keeping yourself calm and collected throughout the week, you eventually will and can achieve anything you put your mind to, right? And I know that sounds really corny, but I promise if you can actually visualize and speak it and feel it and start doing the little things that you need to do, you will be successful, I promise. So boys, just wrapping up this video right now on how you can stop, ruining your confidence level. There obviously are more factors to this and I can do more videos on it, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. At the end of the day, it comes down to just trial and error, right? This stuff takes a lot of practice. You start developing a lot more confidence in yourself as you get older, right? Your brain starts to develop as you get more into your, early 20s, mid 20s, and then late 20s as well. Like I find with myself, I'm constantly, learning new things about myself. I always think very differently each year. You always just want to try and be as positive as you can in your head and just not give yourself negative thoughts, right? Because if you start to give yourself more negative thoughts, what's going to happen? You're just going to start doing those negative things more, and then you're not going to be, where you want to be. So like I was saying previously in the video, that you want to surround yourself with people that you can learn from, people that you can improve with. You ever hear that saying, you are who you hang out with? Well, that is very true, because if you're hanging out with people that are kind of making you feel bad, making you feel like a loser, well, turns out you're going to make yourself feel bad and you're going to end up being a loser as well. So the people that you surround yourself with are successful. They're very motivating. They uplift you. They make you feel good. Those are the people you want to be around. You are only as good as your team around you. So start surrounding yourself with a better team. So there you have it, boys. The 3 things that could be destroying your confidence. Now, if I did make you feel like an unstoppable man in this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As boys, I'm posting content just like this every single week, where I want you to become the best version of yourself, the one that you're capable of becoming. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video.